Welcome to our new video on how to import your data into Miva. You've probably seen our previous video on how to export it, so logically, here we go, let's import it. The typical scenario would be you exporting it from your current store and you're setting up a new one under a dev environment. We want to make sure we do this in the right order or you're going to have to do certain steps over again. So, step 1, set up all custom fields, all your URI management, and all your image machine fields. Step 2, upload images and files. Your images have to be on the server. Step 3 is categories, because you have to have categories first before you put your products in, because your products go inside your categories. Step 4 is other things that products need, like attribute templates. Finally, we can put our products in, and then assign attributes to those products and related products. Then we'll get on to our customers and affiliates. Finally, we'll upload some more URIs for some pages that we want to keep. Then, lastly, there's a lot of point and click, click, yes, copy pasting stuff for price groups, coupons, gift certificates, feeds, and more. Step 1, set up all custom fields, URIs for URI management, and image fields. So let's go to the Miva admin. Starting with custom fields, we get there with the menu, utilities, custom fields. You can see we've got 13. So let's jump to our current site, and we have 28, and these all look a lot different. So there's a couple ways of doing this. Remember, I showed you how to export them in the previous video, so you can go Control A and then set a CSV and download it and open it up. And then you will have fields that you can copy and paste. It's not an import format, it's just a bunch of things you can copy and paste. Or you can open up two browsers side by side and copy and paste them. Do your whatever works for you. And I'll show you, I'll just point and click a couple of them for you here. So go back to our new store here. To create a custom field, click that, choose the type, and then fill in the data. So let's just do one of them here. Let's go to backorder date. So it's a type of product, code is backorder date. So copying this over here, copying this over here. Make sure it's a text field and it's got no other options here. So text field, no other options, add. Okay, so we've done one. Again, just keep doing them until you have them all done. Next, we want to make sure we have the correct image types that are in our data. We need to make these. Shadows and other ready themes usually just come with the one. But as you know from using your store, it's very helpful to have 10 or more of these set up. So let's jump to our current site, and it looks like we have 10. And they're set up image 01, 02, 03, 010, all the way up to, and then the main is the same. So it looks like we need to make these 10. So again, you could do a CSV and see them in an Excel sheet, or you can open up two windows and copy them. I'm going to do one of them for you. So let's double click on this. It's image 02. So we just copy this, go back to our new site here, click plus, okay, back to the old site, description, copy that, and save. It's very, very important that both the description and the codes match up. Okay, so we got a couple more here. So just hit X, double click on this one, copy this, paste it here, back here, copy that, paste it here, and save. So continue until you have them all done. So going back to our title slide here, we've done custom fields, yay, and image fields, yay. Looks like we still have to set up URI management structures. So let's just go find that. So URI management is in the menu here, and then down to URI management. Okay, and these are the structures, the templates we want to copy over from our other site. So just delete what's in there, delete what's in there, delete what's in the product. So we're going to delete what's in the page, category, and product URI structure generating part. We're going to flip to our current site, and we're going to copy what's in there and paste it in. So I'm copying this for the pages, I'm copying this for the categories. And I'm copying this for the products. I'm going to make sure that these are on generate yes. This is what we want. Otherwise, when we import our products, we won't get URIs for them, and we'll have to do a couple extra steps to generate them. It's best to have these set for generating. As far as the part on top, you've probably gone through our setup video and set these up properly. Make sure they're both set to HTTPS generally. That's how we do things now. Refer to the other video we have on that. So once you have your structure set up here, just go and update that. So finally, we're going to go to the URIs tab here, and we're going to generate URIs in the structure that we've just told it to, instead of the structure it comes with. This is because we're matching the structure from our current site. So click on one, Control A, select them all. Make sure you're on your demo site, not your old site. Always good to double check that. So we've selected them all, and we're going to delete. So now we want to click the Generate button, and we're going to generate them for all screens, all pages, all categories. None exist anyways, so we're good. And we're going to click Generate. So it's going to do its thing. Okay, there's a couple tweaks with this. You're going to want to now sort by URI and make sure it's done everything logically. Sometimes, depending on the structure that you've set up, if you sort by URI, some will have little squigglies in them, some of them won't be proper, and you'll have to do those ones by hand. Just letting you know some pro tips here. So, looks like they're all good, because when you sort and you got squiggly ones, they come out first. Let's go and fix the storefront page now. So let's go SFNT. What we want to do for this one is usually it's attached to the screen instead of the store code. In this case it's not, but usually on your normal process you would just go ahead and delete this one. And then go to the storefront page, SFNT. At least this is how I like to do it, so it's got the best reality check for me. Go to the URIs, click plus. We want a canonical, and we just want slash. This way, our home page is just our domain name. It's not storefront whatever, and it's attached to the page, not the screen. So we can jump back to URI Management, click on URIs, and sort by the URI tab again, and now we'll have this one at the top, and it's SFNT. We can search for that screen one here again. I don't know why it's not showing up on this dev site. I must have already fixed it in a past life, but sometimes this SFNT shows in screen, and then the easiest way to just do what I did, delete the SFNT ones, go and add that one. Okay, this is good setup advice here for best success. Step 2. We need to put our images and our other files on the server. The reason is, if you import products that have links to images, the image machine that Miva uses does a bunch of resampling and work and checks that those files actually exist during the import. So adding them afterwards will do no good to you. You'll have to import them again. So we might as well upload our images and files first to avoid having to do things twice. So from our previous export video where we exported and we created all this stuff that we're working on in this import video, this is the directory that we downloaded that contains all of our files and images. We can open it up and it's got all of our pictures in there. HTTP docs, MM5, or store, or merchant 2, or merchant 5, depending what that is for you. It's usually MM5. Graphics directory, and we can see we have our 0000000000001 directory. All you gotta do is transfer that over. And then wait. You can do other things as you're waiting. So that'll take care of everything that you've gotten from that one graphics directory. If for some reason on your current site you have other files, do remember to transfer those. Step 3, categories. So let's go find the place in the Miva admin where we upload and import categories. Back to our new site's Miva admin, click on menu, and let's just see what's there right now. The categories are in menu, catalog, categories. These categories are just demo categories that come after we've injected our ready theme. It's easiest right now because we don't have our own in here to delete these. Click them all, except for this featured one, because it's called by one of the navigation sets or product listings. We'll use it as well. So, delete. Now we've cleared out the demo data for the categories, and the data that we put in will be ours. Go to menu, data management, and let's just make sure that our import settings are correct. If you have a brand new store, they probably are, but let's teach you how. Import settings tab, category import module, double click to bring up how it works. What it's going to be doing is it's going to add new and update existing. Perfect. Custom fields, if there's data that's empty and it's matching up, not valid in this place, but this is a safe. It's going to retain. It's going to be a comma delimiter, and we've already set that up because on our export in the previous video, that's what we chose. Remember, we also chose that the file has a header row. In our previous video, we did that. Because we used Miva's export and we haven't done anything to it in the meantime, it should be easily able to figure out what's going on by itself. So we're going to keep it at determine automatically save, automatically using header row. Click save. Now we're confident that our import module is set up properly. Go back to import export. Now in the import data column, we're going to add update categories from CSV. Click this, it's a button. Now we're going to upload the file. So just click on it and drag it in there. Alternatively, you can browse and click. It gives you a nice message. It did 189, it created 189, and there was no errors. So let's go see what it did. Menu, catalog, categories, and there are our categories. You can do another reality check by clicking on here, looking at the URI, and it is like this. Let's jump to our current store, catalog, categories. We're going to search for the one we were using. We'll edit it, click on URIs, and it matches. All right, step 4, attribute templates. Now, there doesn't seem to be anything on the current Miva App Store that does an export or import of attribute templates. We have some alternate ways of doing it, so give us a call and we'll help you with that. Otherwise, you can point and click your way through it. So let's go to the current site here. So they're in menu, catalog, attribute templates, and we have 88. So let's just go grab the first one here. You click this, attributes and options. So you're going to want to go to the same place on your other store here, attribute templates, click a new one. Just like usual, copy the settings from here to here, and then you're going to copy all the settings from here onwards. We don't need to assign them to products, so we don't have products yet, and we're going to put them in later. So now it's time to import our products. So it's much the same as the categories, and because we've already set up all of our background stuff for them, like attribute templates, image fields, and uploaded our images, and uploaded the categories, everything that's called on this product export script should be existing now, so we can actually put our products in. So here we go. Let's go find our site. Menu, data management, Let's go check our import setting again for our products. This one, double click, just make sure everything's all good. Add new and update existing, retain existing data, 301, comma, yes. Okay, this matches the format that we had set up. Go back to our import export tab, find our import products from CSV button here, and we're going to drag and drop our file here. Right, so that's going to do its thing, and it'll process away and let us know what we need to change. If we need to change anything, we can open up that CSV file in Excel and change things, or we can use a text editor. Okay, so it's giving us an error about the customer credit not being activated. So that's a payment module, and looks like we need to set that up. So let's go do that. So we'll jump to our payment settings. We will click to this one here where it says Add Remove Modules. We'll zip down here. We'll look for something customer credit. There it is, not installed. So let's click this, and we're now installed. The next step is attributes and variants. And we won't be doing any variants at the time, but the attributes for those variants will be there. Creating variants, again, is very tricky. Involves a lot of crazy Excel sheets if you like that, or if you have only a few, you can point and click them. We have videos on our section about how to do that. So let's do the attributes here. So for our attributes, remember when we did the export, we did attributes to XML file. So that means when we do the import, we use this one, import data and settings in XML provisioning format. And we're going to find the XML one and drop it in there. And when it's done, it'll give you a report. It looks like I neglected to install a couple attribute templates. I guess everyone makes mistakes. So just go through your errors, add the missing attribute templates, and then just re-import this whole file again. Remember, we can easily do that because when we did our export, remember from the previous video, we chose replace mode, so it will not keep making duplicates, it'll replace. So no big deal. So let's go do our related products now. Since our products are in, we can do our related product. Remember, we were using a special module for that, so let's go install it. So we're going to go to Menu and Modules, and we're going to click Plus, and we're going to browse here to where we have it, and this was our related product import module, uploading that, adding it, and now we will have the related product module that we bought previously. We're going to go to Menu, Data Management, and now in our imports we're going to see our related products one. I'm going to click on that and we will upload our file. So we gave it a good name, so all related products. Upload, and then the delimiter is set to that. So let's go check it. So I'm just going to open up this file in a text editor and see what the delimiter looks like. Yes, it is that character. So jumping back here again, let's just go and import this. And there we go. Okay, let's move on to our next step. Step number 8 would be our customers and affiliates. So that's good, because when we do our export, it encrypts their passwords, and we don't ever see them, but we can import them again, and their passwords remain as they were on the other site, on your new site, so you don't have a bunch of mad customers and affiliates. Because isn't that the worst? You make a new website and everyone hates you because my password doesn't work, but the website is brand new and awesome. So back here again, I always like to check the settings. As usual, you can see I'm getting a broken record here, but make sure add new and existing looks all good. Import data, we want to go to add update customers. Make sure you're clicking on the correct one here. Okay, and we're going to drag and drop as usual. And there it is. Okay, we have one error. It says it's looking for a business account of 10% off group does not exist. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and add that, and then we can import this customer group again, or we can just go to line 1692 of our file, find out who that is, and add them manually. You choose what's best for you. Sometimes you have 100,000 customers and you don't want to wait the 5-10 minutes it is, and you can just take a note of the error itself. Next step is URIs. we're going to do this because we're just going to make sure there was probably some 301 redirects and all that stuff that are in there. I know that the URI is in the category and in the product imports that we've already done. We can also get some errors on some pages we might need to create. So let's do this. I know we did our export of our URIs, so let's put them in. It's very important to also do this as well. So back to our data management. We're going to scroll through here, and there's our URI import one. Let's go and check the settings again. Sorry, I just need to make sure that they work. Search through here. There it is. Make sure it's use global settings, use global settings, you have a comma. Excellent. This is just going to work just fine. So we're going back to our imports, URI, and we're going to drag and drop our URI into the field and let it go. Again, the reason why you want to do this is because if we had any 301 type redirects or any other kind of URIs, that they will get brought over as well. Perfect. It's all done. It says it's complete. Let's move on. Okay, so just another list of things that were point and click. So price groups, coupons, gift certificates, feeds, and more. So what you're going to want to do is verify both sites have the same amount of things in them, and it's easy to do that if you just set up 2 windows. So I have my screen resolution set pretty low so that you guys can see better. So generally you'd have a lot more real estate on your screen. But your price groups, coupons, gift certificates, feeds, those are all in the marketing section. So you go to menu, marketing, and you're on one site and the other site. So this is the new site, this is the old site, or the current site that we're transferring data, and you can see that there's 10 price groups here and just 2 price groups here. So what you just want to do is double click on them here, copy all the settings, and you want to add them on this side. Again, your screen will have a lot more real estate. It'll be a lot easier, but I just recommend doing 2 windows side by side like that. Go ahead and add them, and also assign them as appropriately. So once you do have them, you have to see here, when you click on a price group, you can see that you have to click on qualifying products, qualifying subscriptions. Make sure you click through all those buttons and make sure that you have selected them all. There's also some dots here because my screen is small. Let's make it bigger, but you can see everything to do with the price group's got these buttons on it. So once you do create it, you're going to want to copy everything that it's assigned to as well. If you have a whole bunch and you have a whole bunch of pointing and clicking, it's just getting too tedious, please let us know. We have some custom scripting that can take care of that, but generally it's easier just to do it with point and click for this low amount. So that takes care of the video, just covering the basics here. You should get a lot done, and then you can start using your site and see what got missed and then add them. Remember to fix all those errors, the little errors that we found along the way. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let us know if you need any extra help, or we can do all this for you. Our phone number is 623-322-6066, glendaledesigns.com. See you next video.